is we've been tracking this mandate that the California Air Resources Board announced just back in August. It was shocking to some folks, not to us. We've been tracking it for a while, a couple years now. And those of you who said it would never come to fruition, well, it's here. And that is the decision by the California Air Resources Board to mandate the elimination of gas-powered cars by the year 2035. That's just, 12 years and 3 months from now. And we've covered on this show how that is going to create a massive supply chain problem. And it's going to cause the cost for consumers to go through the roof, the choice of consumers to be greatly limited. And of course, no one on the left seems to have an adequate explanation for where we're going to get the power. Because when you convert from gas to electricity, and the electric grid has to now bear the responsibility for providing that power that gas used to provide. Right now, we're already having brownouts and blackouts. Right now, we already have skyrocketing prices per kilowatt hour of electricity. This is going to make it even worse. Of course, the media is not asking these questions. Every once in a while, a station may say, and of course, we have to expand our power grid to meet the new demand. Just a quick mention as though like it happens with the wave of a magic wand. So here in California, I've always said, yeah, we're going to get screwed, but at some point, reality is going to catch up to Democrats, and the whole system is going to crash down upon them. We're already seeing reality catching up to Democrats on one level, in that it's catching up to you in terms of the sky-high cost of living in California, mainly driven by the greedy new steel. But now, I actually am thinking that the extreme faction of the Democrat Party trying to eliminate gas-powered everything, including gas-powered cars, they may actually be almost at a critical mass. Here's why. California represents about 12% of the country, which is a pretty big chunk of the market, okay, in this country. When California said we're going to go all electric, I said, well, the auto manufacturers still have to meet the demand for gas-powered cars in the rest of the country, and this is going to screw up the supply chain. Then we found out that Virginia somehow tethered itself to California. Their Democrat legislature and Democrat governor passed a law 2 years ago that said if California ever banned gas-powered cars, that Virginia would automatically do it as well. I mean, talk about idiocy. We're going to chain ourselves to the decisions of California. Great. I mean, seriously, that's why the governor's office went to the Republicans and they flipped the control of the legislature in the last election. The Democrats there were just bat blank crazy. Fortunately, their voters woke up. Our voters have not woken up yet. But now today, a big deal just announced. New York Governor Kathy Hochul has announced that New York will follow California's lead and will mandate 100% of zero-emission vehicles, 100% electric vehicles for their state by 2035. New York is going to do it now, too. So let's suppose Virginia repeals their law, okay, because they would have to do that. But other states like Washington and Oregon have said, ooh, California's doing it. Maybe we should do it as well. If enough of the states, the blue states, do this, then it very well may force the hand of car manufacturers. Because they're going to say, well, look, a third of the country is all electric. There's nothing prohibiting us from selling all electric in the red states because they haven't banned electric like the Democrats have banned gas. So looks like we have an easy solution here. Just go all electric. That's what the auto manufacturers will do because they don't care about powering the cars. They only care about selling the cars. And so how is our national energy grid going to be able to sustain this? More importantly, you do know that those red states aren't going to wake up tomorrow and say, ooh, we're going to ditch coal and natural gas and go with renewable energy. So you're still using carbon-based fuels to charge your car. You do realize that, right? Nobody has explored these mandates. It's all cotton candy politics. And I'm assuming Kathy Hochul, who's running for re-election, not that she's got a big challenge with a Republican candidate against her, but she's trying to make sure that her base shows up. They're now moving towards a policy that apparently polls well amongst Democrats, which is all electric. Very, very scary. Coming up, let's talk about the loss of local control. A government-subsidized housing project could be put in your neighborhood. This is on the heels of a law signed late last night by Governor Gavin Newsom that you're not going to like, but you need to be prepared to deal with. First, traffic.